Hey y'all, how are you? I know it's been a hot minute since I've actually just been on to just be on rather than talking about Clubhouse or something like that. And I'm looking at my nose is getting a little shiny there. But I just been having some random thoughts in my head. And I don't know, crazy enough, I guess I thought I'd share them with all of you. So one of the things that was going through my head was my daughter was sharing this musical artist with me, and his name is Juice WRLD. I had no idea. Juice WRLD, who left out the O in world. And as I'm watching one of his videos, it was very disturbing. I had read this article about modern day slavery and what modern day slavery looks like. And it was talking about the music industry. And as I was listening to the words of his song, when he was talking about, drowning his sorrows in a prescription bottle, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, so many people probably can relate to what this young man was saying. And so as I was watching this video, and my heart was really going out to this dude, and I said to my daughter, I started telling her about the modern day slavery thing and how, the industry just doesn't really care about you, that as long as they can make $1 off of you, then bam, that's what they want to do. And then she shared with me that he died from an overdose. And I'm like my heart just sunk. It sunk for him. It sunk for the kids. Hold on one second, because I think I forgot to turn off the do not disturb. And Lord knows I'm going to get like 1,000,001 notifications. But yeah, my heart just broke for this kid. And I'm thinking, my God, what about his parents? Does he have siblings? Did he have a significant other? I don't know anything about him. I really don't. But my heart really just broke because he's not an isolated case. He's not an isolated case. And there are so many in the music industry and the entertainment industry and just in general that are crying out. I believe that song was him crying out, and nobody was listening. The only thing they cared about was, can we make money off of this song? And my daughter was telling me apparently that's his most successful song. I'm like, what are we doing? Okay, so that was the first thought that I had. And then the second thought that I had in my head was, my son and I are doing a science curriculum over the summer. And I'm learning so much about the curriculum, number one, but two, the lessons that we really should be teaching our kids. And this particular science curriculum is an anatomy and physiology curriculum. So it goes through all of the body systems in depth, but from a nutrition standpoint. And as we were going through this, right now we're in the fats chapter, right? So dealing with lipids and cholesterol and things like that. And he was looking over the information, and I said to him, well, do you know the difference between saturated fats and unsaturated fats, and why we may need to consume more of one type than the other type? And we were just going on. And he's answering these questions, and I even showed him a video on YouTube. And so he's like, so you mean there's saturated fat in cheese? He loves cheese. Like, he can eat a whole stack of cheese. And I was the same way as a kid. A whole stack of cheese without even blinking an eye. Then the video got to margarine. And he's like, what's that? I had to laugh because I grew up on margarine. And I was explaining to him the difference between like the butter that we buy can be almost like $5 for, a little stick or whatever, because that's organic and, grass-fed, blah, 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 blah. As opposed to the margarine that I grew up on would have been like 59 cents for the block, right? And he's like, well, what's that? And I'm thinking, you privileged child. you have no idea what struggle food is like. None, no struggle food whatsoever. So when I was sharing that with him and how I grew up on some struggle food, and I'm sure many of my friends can relate to the struggle food, the bologna with the little rim around it, and we fry that up, and that was like our bacon. Hello? He knows nothing about that. So when we were going through this curriculum, and I was saying it's a miracle that I was even alive to birth him, because all the food that we ate when I was growing up was like kill me food, like really kill me food. But we're paying the price for that kill me food now. So when we were talking, I said, you know, all these foods that you're eating now, they may not seem to hurt you now, but just wait, maybe 10 years down the road. It might not even take as long as it took me, because although we had struggle meals, we also had some decent food with those struggle meals. But now it's fast food, it's packaged goods, it's microwave, 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 microwave. And we even had a discussion about the microwave. Like, I have a microwave in my house and I never use the thing. In fact, when I was having my house built, I was like, can we take that out? Because they had just automatically put it in and they were going to charge me to take it out. And I'm like, just leave the thing there. But I don't use it. And there are so many reasons why I don't use a microwave. Cancer being number one. But anyway, so when we were going through, you know, this interchange of, well, cheese has saturated fat and milk has saturated fat, and we have all these animal products that have saturated fat, he actually started looking at food a little differently. Now, I'm not saying the boy done changed overnight. That is not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is now he's thinking about it. Before he puts that slice of cheese in his mouth, is it worth it? Before he puts those 7 slices of cheese in his mouth, do I need that many? We value so many things, but a lot of times we value the wrong things. In my blog that's coming out tomorrow, I'm talking about the things that we hold dear. You know, like you'll see people lined up for, well, remember you used to see people years ago, everything's online now, but you used to see people years ago line up just to buy tickets for a concert, right? Or for that newest Samsung or Apple product that's coming out, they'll line up. But when it comes to your health, you know, we'll swing by a fast food restaurant because it's easier. We don't have money to go to the doctor regularly or even see a health coach because that's just too expensive. Or eating healthy, organic food, that's crazy talk. That's just too expensive. But I had a client and I asked her because she said, you know, I just don't have money to afford your programs. And I said, okay, well, let's look into what you've already shared. You've shared that you go to a fast food restaurant every day for a family of 4. Now, even if that's just once a day, let's just say, you know, you got a Little Caesars pizza, right? Once a day for a family of 4. But we know if you have a family of 4, chances are them little crumb snatchers that you birthed or have in your home in some way, shape, or form, they're not just eating one slice of pizza, okay? So we'll say you buy 2 pizzas every day. That's $10 from Little Caesars, right? 2 times 7 is 70, right? Yeah. So in 2 weeks, that's 140. And in a whole month, that's $280. $280. And that's if that's your only meal of the day. And I guarantee you, if that's your only meal of the day, you're not coming to see me because you're not technically that bad off, so to speak, right? Because your calories are probably in check by then, right? Well, a lot of times when people come to see me, it's because they have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, dealing with heart disease, diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis, a lot of brain fog. They can't stop eating sweets. That's when they come to me because they've gone to the doctor And the doctor says, well, there's really nothing I can do for you. You know, you're going to have to live the rest of your life this way. And that's when they come to me. So if all you're eating is, you know, you're buying two pizzas and maybe you're eating 2 slices a day, right? That's your whole menu for the whole day. Chances are you're probably not coming to me, right? But that's not generally how we work, right? We'll have the fast food maybe at lunch. Maybe we'll have, you know, the triple latte. I don't even know how to order one, but a triple latte coffee or whatever they're called, right? You might have that for breakfast. And then maybe you might swing past a fast food restaurant, or maybe get like a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store, and you'll have that for dinner. And then you realize all this money that you're spending on fast food that is not giving you life, that's actually taking away your life. Remember, you're going to pay for that one way or another. So whether you're going to the doctor and you're paying for it in pills and co-pays, or you're going to a health coach to be proactive, naturopath to be proactive, and you're paying for it on that end. But guess what? Yeah, both ways you have to pay, but one way is going to give you life, where you'll be able to enjoy that payment, whereas the other one is not. And so these were some of the things that I was thinking about as I was doing this curriculum with my son, and I said, you know what? I set you up with a financial legacy. I do that for my kids, but how important is it to set you up with a health legacy? We care so much about, well, you know, are you going to get your bills paid? Is your credit score going to be great? You know, are you going to be able to pay for college and all of these things? But if you're sick as a dog, like what we call skinny fat, you know, when we don't realize how horrible we're doing on the inside because we just look cute on the outside, if this is the legacy that we're leaving to our children, all the money in the world can't help them because it can't bring back their health. So in the midst of doing this curriculum with him, I think the light bulb was starting to go off in both of our heads. Because just because I'm a health coach doesn't mean that, you know, my kids follow what I say. No, what? I'm a mom, right? Mom, we don't know anything until the kid hits about 30, right? And kid's like, oh, maybe my mama do something. Yeah. My 30-year-old, he's like, yeah, you were right. Thank you. Now I got 2 more to follow in your footsteps. So I wanted to just hop on here to just share some of the things that were in my mind, what I was thinking about, you know, Juice World. And my daughter was saying that he left the O out because he was paying homage to someone else. I really wasn't fully paying attention when she was saying that part, but I did fully pay attention when she said that he passed away from an overdose. And I'm like, well, does that O stand for overdose? It just really broke my heart. And then the second part of my musing was just sharing what kind of legacy are we really leaving our kids? You know, when they think about those fond memories of when we were younger, you know, what did my mom do? What did my dad do that helped me later on? Outside of maybe finances, outside of being mannerly, all those things are great. But if your child is not healthy enough to complete any of those tasks, what good is it? Had a friend who buried her daughter from complications of a very preventable illness. And she even shared with me, you know, when she was younger, yeah, they just slapped whatever was on the table, you know, whatever she can get on the table quick. That's what she put on the table, whether it was TV dinners, because at the time, you know, everything that came in a little aluminum pan, let's not even talk about the aluminum, but came in an aluminum pan, was slapped, you know, put that in the microwave, slap it on the table. So, and please don't put aluminum in the microwave. It came out of that in a little plastic container. Don't put the aluminum in the microwave. But, you know, she laments about that now. And you can't beat yourself up for things that you didn't know. You really cannot. But when you know better, oh, you will be accountable to do better. So that is it for me today. Thank you so much for listening. Like, I don't even know why y'all tune in to hear what I have to say, but I'm so thankful that you do. Also, I want to thank each and every person that has purchased, done a pre-order for the Reset with Sakina B planner. I'm so excited about this planner, y'all. I really and honestly am. I did not do a huge launch for this planner. You know, I put some information out there so that y'all could give me some feedback just so that I could make it better, but I didn't do a launch with it. And I'm telling you, in the first day, we sold over 20 copies, and I'm just like, what? Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That blessed me so much. I can't wait to get it into your hands. The whole premise for doing this planner was so that, number one, you can have everything in one spot. You know, we have a planner for the year, a planner for the week, a planner for this, a planner for the kids, no, everything is in one spot here. Everything is in one spot. So I love that part. But what I saw was missing in so many planners is the health piece. Like, I can easily forget to eat and drink water. Especially like when I'm working, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 3 o'clock and I have not eaten yet. How do I know it's 3 o'clock and I have not eaten yet? Because I'm like, about to crash. In this planner, you got meal plans, right? You have a place where you can write your meal plans. You can write your grocery lists. Love that. And it reminds you to drink water. Like, please drink the water. Our bodies are over 60% water. Drink the water. I love that. Plus note sections and so many different things that you can get out of this planner. And I'm so excited that you have ordered it. And if you have not ordered it, please feel free to go ahead and order it at sakinabunch.com/reset-planner-pre-order. I think that's the, I don't even know. I think that's the link. I'll post it in the comment section. But yeah, thank you so much for ordering that planner. And I do pray that it does you a whole world of good. I actually made the planner by accident. I know, like, how do you do something like, you know, to that magnitude by accident? I'm developing a course now. It's in the beta stage, and it's called Reset with Sakina B. So it's the 90-day Reset with Sakina B. And I realized that what was missing in this course was the accountability. Like, we need to have an accountability planner. And that's why I created the planner. And I said, you know what? I don't want to be selfish and just hoard it for my 90-day resetters. I want to make it available to everyone else too. So I may do like a full-on launch for it later on. I'm not sure. We'll see. But I will say that for everyone who has purchased it, I do believe you're going to love it, and you're going to get your autographed copy of it as well. So thank you again so much for your support. I look forward to talking with you soon. Y'all have a great day. Bye.